Welcome back everyone to another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about how you can identify seek and destroy profiles. And really this is meant to give some insight and knowledge to any of those traders who are struggling and having days where really they saw the market and it wasn't really moving at all. It was mainly chopping around, and really those kind of lower probability conditions are going to lead to lackluster results or poor trading performance. So for this demonstration, I'm going to be on the 1 minute for E-mini NASDAQ. And for example, taking a look right away at the current day price action, this is Friday, September 27th. And something else to note is that a really easy way to know if you're going to get a low probability day with these kind of conditions, an easy way to understand this is that Monday being the day the market opens is going to have lackluster results. Not always, but I would say maybe even 7 to 8 times out of 10, you're going to have really poor movement within the markets on that day because it's just opening up. In addition, for example, here we have Friday. Friday is also going to have lower probability going in for the day. Again, the market is about to close. So again, most traders are probably done by Thursday. So Friday is going to have lower probability. It's probably going to be better than Monday. But again, you shouldn't be going into Friday thinking you're going to get this 1,800 tick move, for example, as again, the market is closing. One last thing I would add is also on the days where you don't have red impact news, those high impact news days. So on the days where you don't have red folder news, again, you can already go in expecting, okay, I might want to reduce that risk or possibly shoot for lower range targets, as we can see here, because although it won't happen always, like for example, today is Friday, but we also had red impact news, but look at the poor price action. So that's also something else. So jumping right into this to see how you can identify this, a very, very easy way you can start by identifying these lower probability or higher probability days is by utilizing number one, that midnight open. So in all my videos, I talk about how it's absolutely crucial that you use this midnight open to determine, that premium discount and where price is heading towards. This is really going to give you your probability. Midnight open to me is just probabilities. If I'm a seller, I'm going to have higher chances of being a seller above that minute opening price. If I'm below that minute opening price, I have better probabilities of being a buyer. But if you keep chopping around it, it's best to not engage in anything. So really, that minute open to me is just a probability tool. So definitely draw that out, and it's going to help you a lot. Something else to utilize is the opening hour that you're trading. So for example, for me, I trade that ICT silver bullet from 10 to 11 a.m. As you can see here, I have it drawn out. Because again, if you're also chopping around that 10 a.m. opening price or whatever opening hour you're using, it's also going to give you a sign that maybe I shouldn't be engaging. I'd rather just sit on the sidelines. Because really, let's say, for example, I wanted to be a seller here. Ideally, I'd want to see us, continue building in that deeper premium, take out these buy stops right above here, this buy side liquidity, and then we start to head lower because price built in that deep premium. It's getting away from that 10 a.m. opening price. But as we can see here, unfortunately, it's just chop. It comes down, up, down, up. So really, that's as simple as it can get. So these seek and destroy profiles, again, they're taking out buy stops and sell stops either direction. And we can see this from the opening hour, as this is that 9:30 open here. We take sell stops, buy stops, sell stops, buy stops. So it's just continuous. And you can see from here, for example, in this current day, again, another thing is look how close midnight open and 10 a.m. opening is. They're very close to one another, which is also not a really good sign. You ideally want to see these, at least somewhat separated, but these are very close. And again, look at how price goes down, up. It's chopping around these prices. So you can already be expecting that we're just really not going to get the greatest price action going in. So here we have Wednesday of this week also. And again, I mentioned that sometimes you might have some kind of price action on Wednesday that isn't the greatest as well. But like I said before, it's either going to depend on the day or the news. So for example, on this Wednesday, we didn't have any kind of high impact news. We only had medium impact news. So again, you have to go into this day very cautious that, remember, you're not going to get that quick movement towards the direction that you want, depending. Now, I did like how we're above that minute open. We're really, really above, building into that deep premium. And something else to note is I like how we're also building a premium within the opening hour. So again, I told you before, that's what I like to see. But as we can see here, it's already starting to give me a little bit of a warning sign right here. We come up, we come down. but the displacement here wasn't clean at all. We do a manipulation leg, we come back up. So already what I'm seeing is prices chopping around that 10 a.m. opening price. And if we look at it, it took almost till 12 p.m. for price to finally get away from that 10 a.m. opening price. As we can see here, buy stops, sell stops in both directions, giving you that seek and destroy profile. So again, really, this shouldn't be a surprise. It's like I said before, it's going to be either the day, Monday or Friday, or if it's not those days, it will be the news drivers. If you do have a high impact news driver, then okay. But if it lands on a day like Monday or Friday, you still need to be cautious. Um, Now, let's say it's a Tuesday or Wednesday, but you don't have high impact news. It's the same thing. Be cautious and really watch price action. Like this is not clean at all because you come back up, down, a lot of manipulation, like it isn't clean. So really, it's as simple as that. Now, here's Tuesday of this week. I took this trade right here at this bullish breaker. Here's a clear example of the complete opposite of a day that we have trending markets. So again, it's to be expected because number one, it's Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday tend to be really those really good sweet spots. Tuesday being the best day in my opinion. Not only that, if you include that we also had high impact news, that's also a big boost. So on those type of days, you can also be expecting these higher tick days. So really from this trade, I took it right up to the equal highs here, and I bagged about a little over 500 ticks, but we went even higher than that. So again, this is to be expected as we have high impact folder news, and not only that, it's a Tuesday. So you have two factors working for you, which is also going to help you a lot. But let's say we were going in blind and we didn't see the news or the day. So if I zoom out here, again, always draw that minute opening price as that will give you your probability range. Number two is draw your 10 a.m. opening price or whichever opening hour you're trading. As we can see here, price is trading away, displacing downward away from that 10 a.m. opening price. That's what I want to see. We're getting really far away from that 10 a.m. opening price, and we're also getting away from that midnight opening price. So we're below the 10 a.m. open and the midnight open, and notice how they're also not very close to one another. That's what you want to see. We've built in a very, very deep discount. That's what you want to see again. And right here, I'm going to have higher chances of probability going higher, which if you guys saw my NQ breakdown trade, you'll also see how I explain this. Again, that's how you're going to be able to expect this kind of momentum because we're building in deeper within the opposite direction that we're intending to go forth. So really, it's that simple. All you have to do is really focus on number one is the days. Like I said, Monday or Friday. And if it isn't the days, let's say you're trading in the midweek, be careful with news. You know, if there isn't any kind of high impact news, you can already be expecting a lower probability going into the day and not expect much. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it insightful. Please be sure to comment down below. Also join the Discord. It's completely free. It's going to be in the description. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.